Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Julius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Eat these 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. Here's a carry for the former Dolphin. It's Damian Williams down right around the 25. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Parker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take it out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's third down.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Kelce, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Focus. Hurry up, let's go!
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a third and 1.
Let's go! Show that bench release and go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. With that grab, by the way, Antonio Brown now over 10,000 receiving yards in his career.
That is an incredible, significant accomplishment. You're saying 10,000 yards? How many other guys have done that in NFL history?
He's the 46th all-time.
And one of the few.
on second down, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They go play action. Now Mahomes fighting through. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there to drop him. And sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into. Enemy territory. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference. And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well? No, I don't like defenders. That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The 30, the 20. 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Jack 16.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Going up top. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And for the right side here, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he stays up. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I missed that.
A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 17 through the air. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sean Davis with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Evans, he's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Roethlisberger will throw. And this is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. With it is Brown. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
and got his man complete. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 44 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. On second down, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario. Tell you.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. Now a first down and then some. 20! And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Slow! Here we go! Slow! 45!
Mahomes to throw on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. 32 yards. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Well, Charles, the